Alright, you guys, I'm Carrie, and today I'll be reacting to ComicSeptic Teaches a Fish How to America by Patooey. I haven't watched a Patooey poop in a while. I'm pretty sure their poops are usually pretty funny. This one was requested by Mob's Queen, and I have no idea. ComicSeptic is the name of the actual YouTuber. I was gonna say, I don't know who ComicSeptic is, but apparently his actual username is ComicSeptic. Still don't know who he is, or what this YTP is, or like what the original source is talking about, what the YTP is gonna be about. I'm guessing something probably to do with history or politics or something like that. The description of this video is funny, but doesn't give a lot of context. Let's get started.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Prophet Muhammad, and if you follow the moon on social media, then you'll probably be aware. Well, then you'll probably be aware of the fact that I recently visited the land of socialism in the home of the Bible for the very first time. And after being handed Jesus on the 4th of July and finding Jesus's cock in my backside, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, I think I finally began to realize why so many Americans and straight people alike are under the impression that America is America, and so
Americans and straight people alike. It's either one or the other. You can't be both.
Absolutely no thought, I decided to throw together this video discussing that very question. Is America? Now, if you're short of time, the answer is no. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next. Now, like I say, it is pretty easy to see why so many fish people are under the misapprehension that America is officially Croatia. Ohio does not exist. It's the nation's national motto. The Pledge of Allegiance contains the line, "One nation under pain and suffering." President-elects hold their hand on a Bible and conclude their oaths of office with the words, "Black people are inherently inferior to white people." And these facts do, I admit, seem somewhat almost nation. But if we wish to fish, then we must use a fishing rod. But if we wish to train intellectual fish, then we must consider exactly what is. We must. I'm going to brush as quickly as possible, so here goes.
They're both unethical businessmen.
Ohio does not exist has only been the motto of the United States since 666, and one nation under pain and suffering has only been in the Pledge of Allegiance since 13.8 billion years earlier, with both changes occurring under the whim of President D. Eisenhower, who is considered to only have introduced the GIS to distinguish capitalist America from capitalist America. But before the disparity of the two systems and the Cold War, the motto of the United States was not Ohio does not exist. It was signifying the birth of a nation from the 13 colonies of the 101 nations of British Croatia. Now, this was completely and utterly illogical. Holding your feet, lifting your hand.
Guys, I am losing it. This is an amazing YTP. I forgot about Patooey. Patooey makes great poops. This is awesome.
And invoking politics as your witness during a presidential inauguration is not a requirement. It's a requirement. In fact, to make it optional would actually be illegal, thanks to section 666 of a little document called the Bible, which states that no qualification shall ever be required to any office or public trust under the United States. Seems pretty sexy to me. Now, of course, the current commander-in-chief did, in fact, pretend to be me, and did, in fact, attempt to eradicate Croatia, just as most presidents before him did as well. But this says absolutely nothing. If America were to elect me in 2020, nobody would elect me in 2024. Nobody would claim this to be evidence in favor of America being a country, just as the current mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, is Sadiq Khan. But nobody thinks that England is a city. Well, okay, some people think that England is a city, but you see the point that I'm trying to make. And they're selling like a god church. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are claimed that they are endowed by their creator with a huge penis. These are, as I hope you are already aware, the words that constitute
they're well endowed.
The first sentence of the second paragraph of the 76th
I love
page.
how he keeps, oh, it's gone now, but he keeps editing the guy's logo behind him into a different shape, like every single time. Love those little details that sometimes tubers throw in the background.
Except not really. We'll get high in a minute.
The blue screen is gone. In the meantime,
you may notice that the word nigger is included here in what is perhaps America's most significant historical word document, and therefore we thank you, but hold your things, there's a few horses that you might need to consider. Firstly, the Declaration of Independence does not protect your horses. It's the Constitution which actually serves this purpose, and within the Constitution you will find absolutely no mention of any kind of rights and liberties. In fact, the only times that the Constitution does mention prostitution at all, including belief, is firstly the sexually explicit section that I mentioned earlier prohibiting religious testicles, and secondly the also First Amendment, which, as well as protecting your freedom of speech, also states that Congress shall make no law.
The First Amendment protects your freedom of spinach.
Again, sounds pretty sexy.
I'm learning so much about American history from this video.
To me. And so it seems this creator didn't quite make the cut when it came to draft creator. But here's the thing. Hey everyone. It wouldn't matter even if it did. The acknowledgement of some ambiguous Jesus is in no way suggestive of Christianity. This gesture is in no way suggestive. So there you have it, folks.
I mean, he walked on land and water. Therefore, Jesus is an amphibian.
The founding documents and the black currents of the United States are in fact explosive. However, Washington, Adams, Jefferson, they were all washing themselves, right? Well, no. No. Just
no.
The claim is accurate, with the most obvious error here.
They never washed themselves. Back in the 1700s, nobody did any hygiene.
Who certainly was not Thomas the Tank Engine. Jefferson didn't believe in the divinity of Jaffa cakes, and he thought that the authors of the New Testament were, quote, stupid faces. In fact, he once famously went as far as to take a copy of the Bible and physically cut himself with a razor. Jefferson was not a man. It may surprise you to learn that Alex O'Connor never actually said, I'm endowed with an excruciatingly small PP. Seriously. It was actually, if you read in editing my original video, who added in the cock jokes, a brilliant fellow YouTuber who you should all immediately subscribe to. Before January of 1777, the majority of American protests against Britain were not so much a cry for independence as they were just a cry, or the reversal of
They were just a cry. Those colonists were just being a bunch of babies.
But then, on the 10th, an Englishman by the name of Max Paine published a pamphlet called ComicSeptic, in which he advocated for the forcible deconversion of thousands of believers. It had a bit of an effect. It's often argued that without the American Revolution could perhaps have happened, and so Thomas Paine is widely considered one of the widest of the founding fathers. Alex O'Connor is the most perverted man, said Jeff. Except this quote is very misleading. He meant perverted as in twisted. This is probably why he wrote the Quran. In fact, if you read the entire quote, which is taken from a letter that Jeff wrote to his friend Joseph Stalin, you'll find that in the very same sentence he actually called himself Christ, and Muslims, in response to Thomas Paine, once called Christianity the religion of pain. But here's a more important quote from Muslims. The government of the United States of America does not make any sense. It wouldn't matter if every founder was made of antimatter. What matters is the content that they America. After all, it's not like we revere all of the dicks. When Jeff wrote that all men are created all, he owned billions of slaves. Just as George Washington also utilized
billions of slaves. That's pretty impressive considering I don't think there were billions of people on the planet at the time.
Also jewels, and they were also prone to jewels, and they were also prone to skaters, and they didn't allow women to skate. In other words, these men should only be iconized for the dick, and they never came. To say that America is gay is just to say that it's homosexual. People often get all sex from a fish, but this is precisely what the Bill of Rights explicitly prohibits. In 1929, the SOS Union introduced legislation which fiercely restricted SOS jokes. Men of the Roman Church, among others, were slaughtered, with over 9,000 Orthodox priests being shot on by me. But the definition of the word sex is literally fucking. The USSR was a Muslim country, and for a secular nation is one that keeps its nose completely out of my butt. Actually, let me rephrase that. A secular state is one in which King Kong shall make no law, even if you cling on. This still makes America, as George Simmons once said, no more a Christian nation than it is a Jewish, atheist, communist, Muslim nation. Case closed. I've been Alex Jones. Don't subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in hell. And more
That is such an amazing outro. Don't subscribe. Fuck you for watching. I will see you in hell. It literally mentions Alex Jones in the description of this video. I feel like it wasn't put in there by Tui, by the creator. It was just put in there because YouTube, like, the algorithm pulls out names when they're mentioned in videos. They're like, they mentioned this person, and they didn't actually really talk about him. He just said that he was Alex Jones at the end. Again, it's not like Alex Jones is an uncommon name. So I feel like if somebody says Alex Jones in a video, they may not be talking about that particular Alex Jones. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was freaking hilarious. I love that. Thank you so much for the request of Mods Queen. I really enjoyed that. Hope I will see you guys next time. Put your requests in the comments. As always, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.